Good morning. So today we are going to be making candied jalapenos. This is canning cowboy candy. The recipe we are using is from the little yellow wheelbarrow. So we got it printed off. It's very straightforward, but one of the key components of canning is the water bath. So this has been hanging out on the stove for quite a while just to, like, there is water, like, to here in this thing because of the jars. So this has been heating for hours at this point, and it's a little hot, but we can take a little peek. We got the jars that the recipe says in there in the water bath to sterilize them, and then we will start on getting stuff together. It's very straightforward. Vinegar, sugar, seasoning, and then 2 pounds of jalapenos. So this is going. We're gonna work on this, and then we will see about how it goes. So key things is that water bath is important for you want your jars to be sterilized and then to seal them at the end so it can be shelf stable. Jalapenos and vinegar you got to be careful with because you don't want the capsaicin or the spicy part of the jalapeno to get on your hands or in your eyes. And then you also don't want to inhale vinegar when it's on the stove. So just some key things that we've got to keep in mind when we're making this. So let's just get right into the prep and working on that. Three and a half cups of sugar. A half teaspoon of mustard seed. Going in. A half teaspoon of ground ginger, which I have here. Put that in there. Then our last spice, other than garlic, is turmeric, and that's a 1/4 teaspoon. So those are our spices. Now all that's left is salt, garlic, and jalapenos. So this is all prepped. It's got the sugar and everything except for the vinegar, which is right here. We're gonna save putting that in for later. Garlic and the jalapenos. So we got all prepped. I have gloves on to cut up this beautiful bunch of jalapenos. And there's 2 cutting boards because Mom and I are working on it together. So that's where we're at, and I'll be back in a moment just to show you the process. But cutting up the jalapenos, slicing them. So here is what a little over 2 pounds of jalapenos looks like. We got them all sliced in the bowl, so that way we can sort of just go through, add stuff in as needed because the jalapenos don't go in first. You wait, you heat up everything else, then you add the jalapenos for a bit, and then it goes into the jars. So our jars have been boiling. They're pretty much ready just to pull out whenever we are. So we're gonna get this started. Vinegar. The mountain of sugar over top of the vinegar with garlic. Adding the jalapenos now. We got it to the rolling boil, and then we just turned it off so it could go down because it foams way up. We're gonna add the jalapenos, turn it back on, and then they hang out for 15 to 20 minutes. Just stir to get them into the liquid, and then they're supposed to absorb some as it cooks. So, yeah. So they're cooking away, they're looking real good. And we just took a little taste off the spatula and it's gonna be a little spicy. So good thing we did not add in the optional cayenne powder. Our jalapenos did not need it. But here's a puppy intermission. What's Puppy doing? Do you have your cardboard? Did you bring it into the kitchen? Is this yours? So it has been 15 minutes. I just turned it off just so we can, oh, there they are. We decided that we're going to let them sit for a little bit of time to let it cool off before we add it to the jars, just so it has a little more absorption and also so it's not quite as scalding hot. But we have all of our jars prepped and set out. They've been sterilized. We pulled them out of the thing. So we'll fill them. We've got our funnel at the ready, and that will be in a moment. So it ended up filling 6 jars. We keep one and we just put it in the fridge. That's just our choice for a taste tester one. And then we are going to put them in the water bath. So the water has been warm this entire time, and now we're bringing it back up to its boiling and dropping the jars in. So the jars are just coming out of the water bath, and we prepped a second batch to go, but now these just get to hang out. But yeah, that's what we've done. We've made candied jalapenos, cowboy candy, whatever you'd like to call it, and Connor is going to actually be bringing us jalapenos for the second batch. But that's what we've been up to today. So we also made cappuccinos. So real chill, hanging out. And now Connor is here.
Hello.
My knight in shining jalapeno. He brought us more, so we are going to make more of the candied jalapenos and probably just watch a Christmas movie. So yeah, that's all for today's Vlogmas, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you flock and squawk again sometime. Bye! Your